What's going on, guys? It's Easy. Welcome to my channel. So now I already have showed you guys intended consequences pent, which is actually really great already in challenge rift and the endless mode as well. However, I did not show the builds, the full builds that I am using, so you can see me using the traps here with the intended consequences, and I am going to show you guys the build that I am using here. Now this challenge rift is around 74% increased damage than me, so it was around maybe 480 or something. I am not sure. 490 is really hard, and it seems like the higher I am going, the harder they are getting. But anyways, let's get into the builds. So I am going to start with the legendary gems that I am using here, which are Void Spark, Viper Bite, Gloom Cask, Bloodsoaked Jade, Bottle Hope, Mother Lament, Seeping Bile, and Fervent Fang. Now, I really like the Void Spark and Viper Bite. They help me a lot, and I will get into that as well. And also Seeping Bile is actually really good for me. As you can see, I am trying to create a balance between damage dealer gems and also trying to make sure that I have the other gems that actually deal damage over time, so I can speed farm as well. And this setup seems to be working really well for me, and I have primary damage increase available on 3 of them, which is Viper Bite, Mother Lament, and Fervent Fang. And they have like 311 resonance there. So there is my setup, and if you have any question regarding that, do let me know in the comment section. Now let's get into the set item. I am using 4-piece of Virtus Urge, which is quite typical for increased duration and 30% increase attack speed. That is what I am getting from here, which I am combining with 4-piece of Banquet of Ice. The first buff is damage dealt to enemies suffering from your continual damage increased by 15%. So any enemy that is under the effect of harmful effect, which is bleed, poison, fire, is going to take 15% more damage. Second buff is what is really important here. Your critical chances increase by 2.5% up to 25% for every continual damage effect you inflict upon nearby enemies. So this is where my Void Spark, Viper Bite, and Seeping Bile comes in handy, as Void Spark can trigger into many enemies and instantaneously can give me a stack of 10. So that is my setup there. 4-piece Virtus, 4-piece of Banquet of Ice. And now talking about essence, let's get into them. But before that, I want to show you guys my family buff. This is what I have in all of my gear pieces, which is attack speed, duration of beneficial effect increase, which help you with your skills that have beneficial duration. Also your beneficial duration gems like Gloomcast, Mother Lament, and Void Spark. So they also last longer, and also your Vengeance, your Knockback Shot, Impale, they are going to last longer as well. So attack speed, duration of beneficial, critical damage, skill damage, and primary, that is what I have in all of my gear. And my helmet here is actually False Manifesto, which gives me 30% increased damage, not the damage, attack speed upon activating Knockback Shot. And this is the chest I am using to combine with the helm. Knockback Shot now causes your primary attacks to also fire a blast of wind that knock enemies away. It works like a primary with your crossbow shot. So this is what I am using with the False Manifesto. Then Slink Prank is what I am using with the traps. Explosion also shatter the enemy armor, increase the damage taken by 19% 50% for 3 seconds, and I am combining that with intended consequences, and this is doing magic. This is keeping those enemies away from me. Knife traps now attract enemies one trigger and explode several seconds later. Knife trap damage increased by 18%. So this is doing the magic. And main hand excavator for impale is what I am using, and it works with the primary as well. Impale now causes your primary attacks to also help penetrating knives that deal damage to also enemies they pass through, and I am combining that with my offhand, which is Puncture Obscura. And Impale now also causes enemies to bleed for 7000 damage over 3 seconds, and as you can see I have no cooldown on my Impale whatsoever. So my Banquet of Ice first buff is always in action, which is 15% increased damage against harmful enemies that are receiving harmful effect damage. So that is that. And lastly, the Hunger is what I am using because it helps me penetrate through more monster and deal more damage, because these enemies takes a lot more damage to die. So Hunger is actually a really good option. And also I am using Weaver Paragon tree with the Attacker Warband buff. So there goes my builds. Hope it helps, and I'll let you guys watch the video. And also, if you guys are wondering if the knife trap attract works with the boss, then the answer is no, but you can keep its minion away with the knife trap intended consequence trap. However, some monsters, some bosses actually does get attracted. I'm not sure yet, but you can try it out. But anyways, this is it, and I'll let you guys enjoy the video. And also, if you guys have any question, please do let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next one.